Welcome to Shots from the Foul Line podcast, a metaphorical nod to both the game of basketball and the unpredictable nature of life. Join your hosts Vic and Dustin as they dive into their unique experiences, ideas, and philosophies while discussing a range of sports topics and storylines. Shots from the Foul Line reflects their journeys of taking life shots, one conversation at a time.
Kids these days.
Right.
All right, well, hey, welcome back to Shots from the Foul Line podcast. Hey, you know what? We don't quite have a guest yet. Scheduling has not aligned perfectly, but we've definitely got one lined up. Vic's been doing all the work in the background to pull our next guest. So excited for that when it happens. Until then, you got us. So kick us off, Vic. What do you want to talk about? Lots of stuff going on in sports.
What I want to talk about is the Cleveland Browns. I want to kick it, punt it, whatever.
Okay. Do you want to punt the idea that they know what they're doing? What do you want to punt?
No, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, I'm gonna say I am very, very embarrassed with that franchise. And the reason why is, the old question is, why would you draft Shadeur Sanders? It's like they've sabotaged his career, bro. I mean,
All right. So, yeah, I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about. I listened to some of the same people you probably listen to kind of talking about their opinion on it. So dive into it a little bit deeper for us. Like, what was your takeaway? How do you think they're sabotaging it? Obviously, all this stems from the fact that he finally got to play.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, it's from because they asked the question. The coach is coming out and saying that oh yeah, we've had somebody working with him. But then in the end, when you find out they've had nobody working with him, no one, none of the other coaches. That's why in the game, dude, he looked like he was lost. I mean, and it's not his fault. I mean, he's sitting over there. He did good in college. Okay, granted, NFL, not college, but you're focusing on one quarterback when you have another one waiting, and you don't know how he's going to be. And the coach just refused to play him. But what they're also saying, it's the owner that doesn't want him to play him. So, I mean, and it's like Rex Ryan said, if you're not going to play him, why did you bother to draft him?
and it was, the third quarterback I think they drafted? Something like that. Something crazy. But, yeah, so I agree. I think so the problem goes always to his last name. That's where it always stems from, because if this was just any normal rookie,
right,
it wouldn't be much of a headline, right? First of all, 98% of rookie quarterbacks struggle. Especially a backup rookie quarterback who gets thrown into a game in like the third quarter, hasn't had any reps with the first team offense against a supposed really good Baltimore Raven team. Obviously, they're not playing great, but yeah, I mean, you mentioned he seemed lost out there. Dude, prepared or not, I don't think you would have saw too much different from him. It's a rookie quarterback in the NFL coming into a pretty big game.
Yeah.
Late in the game, unexpectedly, without preparation. So, I mean, even if he had been worked on and had reps before this, I don't think we would have saw much else from him. He made a couple good throws. He escaped the pocket a few times. He took a couple sacks.
Yeah, but then he fumbled on the sack. He fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
So
dude,
put the ball away.
All quarterbacks do that. I mean, again, the microscope on him is just like a little too much. Too big right now, right? Like, that's my biggest problem is everything that happened. It all comes down to the fact that he's Deion's kid. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a big deal. It really wouldn't be, right? Like, we would just be talking about, hey, But again, I guess the fact that he slipped in the draft to the 5th round and all those things, if he wasn't Deion's kid, he probably wouldn't have, to be honest with you. So it goes both ways. But hey, he made a couple decent throws. I don't think Gabriel's going to be out long, right? I think he was he just in concussion protocol?
Yeah, he went out again with the concussion.
Yeah, so I mean, he's probably not going to see too many more reps. I think the biggest thing is, dude, Cleveland's 2-8. So you've got a rookie quarterback in there now with Gabriel, but you have Sanders as your backup. But it's two rookie quarterbacks. To me, it'd be a weird position to put Sanders in at this point, just because you already have a rookie in there that you want to get reps
Right.
as much as possible. So I don't
But
see him getting much more time.
but if you're not going anywhere, and obviously they ain't going to the playoffs.
Right.
If you're pretty much seasoned, why not play both of them?
Why would you at the same time though? Like
Yeah.
if I've got a rookie quarterback, I want them to get all the reps they can. Obviously, you don't want him to get injured, but he's a rookie. Like you've already put your chips on the board for him, right? He's your
Right.
guy. You're trying to get him reps. You're trying to get him comfortable with the offense and the speed of the NFL and all these things. I don't see the reason necessarily to put Sanders in. Like again, if it wasn't Sanders, this wouldn't even be a question. We're like, oh, obviously they're not going to throw in a backup rookie.
No.
But then you
Nobody.
bring up the point. You drafted him. It's Shadeur. He came out, in my mind, top 2 out
Right.
of college.
Right.
From that perspective, I get it. Like, yeah, let's get him some real reps
Right.
just to see what he can do. Now, this idea of like sabotaging him, I don't know that it's that blatant. I don't think that they're definitely not going out of their way to support him,
No.
right? But I don't know about the whole sabotaging thing. Here's my problem with it from a business perspective. If you have somebody like Shadeur Sanders, who is he at this point, which is weird because he's a freaking rookie. It's almost like you love him or you hate him, right?
Right.
Which is crazy because he has no context in the NFL really to grade him on, right?
Right.
If I was the owner and I don't want him playing for my team, I would, to your point, put him at the end of the season with the hopes that his trade value goes up. Because if you don't want him to play for your team, you might as well just trade him away, right?
Right.
If you throw him in there and he actually starts playing well, but you've already in your mind said, I don't want this guy, hey, win-win for you. Like, then you can at least trade him with some value. But yeah, I don't think Cleveland is any kind of a good spot for him at all. There's just
Right.
nothing that's good's going to come from it.
Well, like just go back. Like I said, well, why bother drafting? I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. If you're not, I feel like that they drafted him, and what are you teaching him? I mean, yeah, good. He's a rookie. It's not. They say nowhere near college, but I'm saying you got him sitting on the bench just watching, and he's never taken first team rep, but all of a sudden he gets thrown in there. Dude, they're just like me. I'm not a good golfer. And they tell me, okay, hey, you're going to play in the U.S. Open. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. you know?
Okay, it's not that extreme. It's not that extreme. He still knows the game
Right.
of football. He's still Dion's kid. He still has, a great understanding of what it takes to be great in the sport.
Right.
But yeah, it's ironic to me that I think we used to say that a system quarterback was just this like automatic like negative thing we placed on quarterbacks, right? At this point, based off of the last couple of seasons, I think no matter who the quarterback is, I think it's about your system. I don't think you can be a great quarterback without having the right system around you.
Right.
But everybody uses this as like a negative statement. Oh, well, he's only a system quarterback. He can only thrive in the right system. Well, I mean, you think Tom Brady didn't have a perfect system around him every time he won a Super Bowl? Are you kidding me? And he had great defense? Like,
Right.
what? Like, come on.
Right.
So, yeah, I think, for both these guys, they need to have the right kind of system and the right team that understands how to leverage their talents.
Right.
But yeah, it sucks. Hopefully he gets back in later on. It is just crazy with all the commentary that came out over what 1.5 quarters or something of football. Like
80. Some were, some were saying something about, but a lot of them were destroying Cleveland. They wasn't most of them destroying him.
oh, I know. I'm just saying, but just what it caused, all the
They were
craziness around it.
destroying the Browns.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he had a chance to win the game.
Yeah.
So at least he, had that opportunity. I think the thing that I hate to see is how hard he took it. Like he was really upset. Like you look at him on the sideline at the end of the game, you're thinking like, God, this guy is looking like somebody who thinks his career's over, right? Like,
Right.
there's no way. I
Well,
mean,
I saw the press conference, and the press conference, when he's hit the press conference, he kind of sounds like he never gonna play anymore. He goes, I want to thank God was tonight. He said, but I also want to thank that I had the opportunity. I'm like, you sound like, are you never gonna play again?
I know it's wild, right? He was very down on himself.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Oh,
all right.
I
So
got,
let's stick with the NFL because
yep.
I definitely have a few things I just want to get your insights on. Okay, let's
Hold on,
just.
hold on, hold on. I got one thing I need to say.
Okay,
So I need to apologize to for the last episode that we recorded because I was distracted. I won't say what was going on, but I promise you I will not be distracted like that anymore. I felt bad and, like I said, distracted, and now I got to keep my focus. So
I
that
just
way.
assume a squirrel is running around your room there or something. No, ah,
Yep.
that's
Anyway,
right, dude. We got this, and little distractions I can always edit out. So.
yeah, not that much. That was the whole episode. That was the whole episode.
It's all good, man. Hey, so can we talk about the Bills? Here's what's to me is really odd about this season is the Bills just put up 44 against the Buccaneers, which in my mind the Buccaneers are a solid team this year, right?
Right, right.
The week before that they lose the freaking Dolphins. They gave up 30 to the Dolphins. They only scored 13 points against the Dolphins. Dude, it is just weird. Same thing, like the Ravens took down the Vikings, which I mean, not a huge thing, but then they almost lost to the Browns.
Right.
There are just so many games where I'm just like, what is happening right now? It is so hard to predict who's going to come out ahead. Um, they obviously already started looking at the playoff race, which
Right.
we're about halfway through it, right? And the Jags are there. I'm like, wait a minute, how
Right.
are the Jags? They're 5-4.
Right.
I'm like, oh my
And
goodness.
and the Bears.
And the Bears. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're leading their division.
Yeah. I mean, just these games are they're wild to me. Like the Chargers are one of those teams too. Like you do not know what team you're gonna get.
They,
They
they,
they
they got that Jekyll and Hyde mode, man.
yeah, they beat up the Steelers and they lose an easy game later on. It's wild. But the Bills really threw me off. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Hey, I'm getting my laugh though. The Chiefs, the, the Kansas City Chiefs, bro. What's wrong with them?
I'm happy to see it, dude.
Okay,
Um,
what's wrong with them?
everybody knows. I mean, other than what Patriots, Niners, Cowboys, over the course of the history, outside of the first couple of years of the league, winning 2 times is really hard. Being competitive 3 years in a row is damn difficult, man.
Right.
It's tough. I mean, it's tough. I'm happy to see them. They're 5-5. They'll make the playoffs, but the Broncos to me are just like, wow. They're playing. Bo Nix is like doing his job.
Yeah.
Like he's doing exactly what he needs to do for that defense to help them win these games because he's, not turning the ball much. He's not throwing up crazy touchdowns, but you don't have to, right?
Right.
Yeah, so happy to see the Chiefs down. But yeah, again, surprises to me. Broncos, Bills with some weird wins. I feel like the Eagles just struggle every single week, and they're still somehow
Winning.
8-2.
I
Drives me
hope
nuts.
that
Yeah,
they're
still
still
winning
winning.
somehow. Yeah, and they're dealing. Hurts is dealing with all kinds of criticism, and it's like, guys, they're 8-2. Like, what are you
Hey,
worried about? Really? I mean, come
you'll
on.
just say, good team will always find a way to win a ball game.
Yeah. Well,
So
that.
speaking of that, so I went to watch our Niners on Sunday.
Yeah,
Uh,
I got a few questions about that because I was
yeah.
really mad. I didn't get to watch that game, but
So I went to watch our Niners playing the that JV team they have here in Arizona, the Arizona
okay,
Cardinals.
you say that, and now tell me how many yards they threw up against us.
Okay, no, but I'm saying okay. Granted, he threw Brissett threw for 400 plus yards, but he also threw 2 picks, and they also did the Cardinal rule as they always do. They fumbled at the goal line.
Well, we can always rely on that every couple of games for them, so I don't mind that at all.
And do you know that they set an NFL record also?
The Cardinals did
Yeah,
for what?
most penalties in a game.
Oh my lord!
Seriously, bro, they had 17 penalties.
No way.
That's an NFL record.
Were they like blatant, like just very obvious?
The only one that I'm saying that shouldn't have been a penalty was when they called Trey McBride for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Ah,
That wasn't nothing at all because he did the same thing that Kittle does after he get a first down. You know, he takes his hand, throws it forward, first down.
They
That's
called
all he
it.
did. And
Yeah.
they called it. Well, I mean, granted, it was two 49ers standing. Oh, he was in between two 49ers, but he didn't point it directly at them. I mean, so other than that, I think that probably was the worst. I mean, they just couldn't get out of their own way, bro.
That's pretty bad. I mean, some of these calls, not specifically that game. I've seen some calls again where they're protecting the quarterback too much. They're getting sacked or tackled, and they're calling it like, roughing the passer, or not necessarily roughing the passer. What is it, like unsportsmanlike conduct with the way they tackle him or something? Like, get out of here! This is ridiculous. And then you had somebody like Mahomes running down the sideline and then dropping his shoulder into the cornerback a couple weeks ago. It's like, so if we're gonna allow him to do that, why would we not allow the defender to tackle him? It's wild.
Light him up.
Oh, dude, for sure. So, but yeah, so 452 yards against our secondary. So if that's a JV team, I don't know what our secondary is,
Well,
but
our secondary is atrocious, bro.
dude,
I mean, you had one guy for the Cardinals. He had 15, 16 catches.
yeah, 50. Dude, they threw to Michael Wilson
Yeah,
18 times. He caught
yeah,
15 of them.
for 185 plus. Come on, man.
Dude,
You got one guy destroying your whole secondary.
when you have three receivers average 11 yards or more per catch, that's bad.
Yeah.
So you were there.
Yep.
So obviously it's a little bit different in person, but even if you think about this season so far,
Right.
is this play calling? Is this just our personnel that we have available to us? What do you think it is?
I think the injuries that we have, but as they say, everybody's injured, so they can't even blame that. Dude, our secondary, the coverage, man, it was so soft. They gave them so much space in between. Me and you could have completed some of the passes, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. So it's so hard to see, though, especially in real time, is
Right.
that the defender loses his man? Is it zone and they're just picking us apart? Like, is
Yep.
it a combination of
No,
things?
it was a zone. That's what they were doing, man.
Yeah.
They made they made Brissett look like Tom Brady. I mean, he
Yeah.
was just throwing darts.
So I love Salah, but it'll be interesting to see how he changes, because I mean, dude, they've got to be in his ear like, we can't give up. First of all, we can't give up 47 to 57 passing attempts.
No.
That's just bad. And not sack him a single time.
Nope.
Come
But
on.
they couldn't run the ball.
Right.
And the reason
They
why
didn't need
couldn't
to run the ball. They only tried
No.
it 14 times.
the reason why they couldn't sack him, you don't have to go by sacking him when you got. But them Cardinals offense, dude, they were grabbing the Niners and they were pretty much tackling those guys, bro.
Well, with that many penalties, yeah,
Yeah.
some of those would have been sacks. Okay, I get that. Okay, that makes sense. That does make some sense. At least probably 5 of those had to have been probably actual sacks if they weren't held.
Yeah, and the stadium was about 85% Niners fans.
Oh yeah, dude, the Cardinal fans are giving up. They're throwing in the towel. Which 3-7 with their franchise quarterback probably no longer going to be the starter after this season. Yeah, I don't really blame him. So
It was it was a season ticket holder for the Cardinals sitting beside us,
nice.
and he goes, isn't this supposed to be a Cardinal home game?
Dude, we travel well, man.
Well,
The Niners
really well.
show up. I don't
They
care if
do.
it's East Coast, where it is. We show up.
They show up. He goes, look at all these damn Niner fans in here. He goes, my gosh. He said, I feel like I'm in Santa Clara. Because when the Cardinals came out, man, the Niners fans, they were booing them, bro. And they like I said, they already outnumbered the Cardinals fans. So the Niners fans were booing the Cardinals after, they introducing the players. And they're like, you couldn't even really hear them, bro.
That's funny. So let's just give a quick overview because, to your point, I think the Bears are probably the biggest surprise in the entire National Football League is 7-3.
Yep.
What's funny about that, too, is I think they're the only team leading their division with a negative differential.
Right.
Explain that one to me. That's some close wins right there, dude.
Yeah. I mean, you think about it, a lot of the games they've had won lately, they have been last-second wins.
Seriously.
Field goal. Yeah. You know who's been kind of a disappointment to me this year?
Who's that?
The Texans. Dude,
their defense is supposed to be really solid. So
their defense is good. Their defense is pretty solid. I mean, the offense.
Well, to your point, they have the best. Well, them and the Chiefs.
Right.
But they have the best differential for a team that's 500 or worse.
Right.
Yeah, that's tough. And who cares about
Yeah.
the Chiefs? But
I
yeah.
think they're actually playing Buffalo. I think they're playing Buffalo. The Titans are playing Texas. The Texans are playing the Bills tonight.
Oh, nice. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that probably won't be a good game. But again, who knows? Maybe they'll show
Hey,
up like they played Miami. Who
hey,
knows?
you think about it. Buffalo looks good in 1 week. They don't look good the next week.
The only thing I thought of when I saw that, I was like, well, it is a division game, and I know those can be tough, but it's the Dolphins, man. You can't. You're the Bills. You
Come
can't
on,
lose
man.
to the
That's
Dolphins.
what I'm saying. You can't. And oh, I was gonna say one more thing about our Niner game before we jump.
Yeah, yeah.
That kickoff return, dude, that was great.
Seeing those live is probably the
Yeah,
funnest thing. Those in like pick sixes are
yeah.
like the most exciting thing to be a
And
part of for sure.
even the interception was great when Lenore, who's notorious leading the league in pass interference penalties,
Oh, dude.
okay, he picked it. And well, he didn't have to work too hard because Brissett threw it right to him.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like
yeah.
he was on the yeah. Okay, I got this one.
Those are
And
nice. Those are nice when they
he
actually catch them.
he tried his best. He tried his best. He got tackled on the 2 yard line. He tried his best to return it all the way backward.
That's funny. Um, yeah, so I'm still excited. I think we have a good chance here.
Oh, we'll be in the playoff.
I think the remainder of our schedule is the easiest in the league. Um, so it
Don't say
shouldn't
that.
be, huh?
No, don't say that.
Hey, it should be okay.
Hey, when we say easy,
Again, injuries are what they are. Hey, Purdy came back really solid. He looked great. He didn't have to do much, which was awesome too. So again, it comes down to our defense, our secondary. We got to step it up. But I'm optimistic. Rams are looking solid though. Seattle's still looking good too. So we'll see how this division plays out. But
right,
winning division obviously is such a critical thing
right.
for home field advantage at least. But hey, we'll see what we can do.
The Rams look really good, bro.
I know. Can't
I mean,
stand it. Can't stand it. It is what it is.
man,
All
yeah,
right.
bro.
So let's go to your favorite sport.
What's
Let's
that?
jump to college football.
Bro. That's a little scary going on in Columbus right now.
You really?
Yeah, Miss Smith got hurt Saturday,
Oh, dude, you guys are more than one person though, and it's your
but but
defense anyways.
but he's the one that they worry about the most,
Mm.
and he's that's it. So they're not saying what specific leg injury it is because after the game he was limping. He limped off the field Saturday. He was limping, noticeably limping, and then you had Tate. They didn't play him either, so they're saying it's a lower calf injury with him. But I hope that I'm hoping this is the fact that they're just not playing them and try to get them healthy enough to play the game, not this Saturday, but the game is next Saturday. So I'm hoping that they're trying to make sure they're healthy enough to play that one. Because bro, when you got the defense they have, I mean, like me, I'm a Ohio State homer. If they don't beat them next week, I mean, they have the number one defense in college.
Well, and again, I'm not worried about your guys'. Your team's not going to lose. You guys are not going to lose for the next few weeks. Dude, Michigan almost lost last week. They won by
To
what?
Wisconsin,
2 points to
two,
Northwestern.
yeah, no
2 points. So I get it. It's always one of those things that you guys
But the
always
right,
keep an
hey,
eye on. But
yeah, the rivalry game, bro. Hey, I'll tell you something. In the rivalry with them two, I've seen both teams come in undefeated and lose.
I
I've seen that,
I get it, and I know it's in Michigan. That's the only scary part to me is that
right?
it's away. But again, I wouldn't be too worried. But again, you gotta take care of your team a little bit there. You gotta
Oh,
not be too optimistic.
hey, then they tried to take out my boy. They did that. That play that they're calling illegal, the hip tackle.
Oh yeah.
So the UCLA guy grabbed sand like that and threw him
Mhm.
down, and they did. But in college, it's not illegal.
Oh,
So
okay.
so he came up limping. I was like, oh my! I said, are you serious?
Yeah, it's
And
funny. I saw a horse collar tackle in the NFL like a week ago, and they didn't even call it. I'm like, that was like most blatant thing ever. Like those types of things, I think should be illegal.
right, but they didn't give enough money.
Is that what it was? They forgot to slide him a hundred. C
Yeah,
note. It happens.
but the thing of it is, that, like, the college playoff is coming. I mean, it is coming. One thing I was glad that Alabama got beat.
Dude, so that was crazy. What's funny about that, though, yes, it hurts them in the sense they're not going to get a bye now. Still top 10, though. So
Yeah.
they're still going to be in the playoffs. Texas is the one that screwed themselves. They totally screwed themselves. Looks like they're going to be out of it.
Bro, Texas got slapped around Saturday.
Yeah, they didn't.
Dude, no,
They didn't look great.
no.
They fell down to what, 20th, I think.
Did they fall that far?
They
I don't
dropped pretty
think.
far. Oh, sorry, 17th. That was
Yeah.
Tennessee. Yeah, they're down to
Yeah.
17th, but pretty far outside of the playoff picture at this point. They dropped 7 spots. Bama, though, again, if it wasn't Oklahoma, if it was anybody else, it would have dropped even further. At
Right.
least they dropped to a top ranked team.
You know they still get what's the toughest game they have on their schedule?
Bama?
Yeah.
Nobody. They got Eastern Illinois and Auburn. It's really going to come down to the conference championship, right? Like what that
And they could
looks
and they
like.
could they could end up playing Georgia
Oh
or
yeah,
A no. A&M's in the driver's seat
well,
on that one. In that
that's
one.
yeah. They're
And you saw what
tough.
they did last week.
Yeah, they're looking really tough.
No, you see what they did last week.
Texas A&M?
Yeah.
I did not.
They were dude, they were down by 30.
No.
Yes. And they came back and won that game.
Wow.
At halftime.
Those types of games are great to have though,
Yeah. At
because
halftime,
going
bro.
into the playoffs, you know your team has that grit.
Right.
You know that no matter what, you still have a good chance at.
Yeah. That was at
Wow.
halftime. Yeah.
That's
I started
30
I'm
to
like
3 at half.
I was like, no way.
That's insane.
And so you're gonna tell me
And they
you're down
shut
that
them out.
yeah, they're down 30-3. South Carolina couldn't do nothing in the second half. Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, dude, their quarterback put up 439 or 3 touchdowns. So he clearly was asleep the first half. Like, what happened, guys? That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, everybody so why is Notre Dame still lingering around, bro?
You mean like how or like why do you think they're ranked
Yeah,
here?
how?
You're just
Dude,
you're not a fan of them, are you?
no. They're still in the top 10.
Yeah, they're 8-2, man.
I,
Okay,
I
so they lost to Texas A&M,
they need
Miami,
they need to be in a con- they need,
two ranked
they need,
teams. That's
they need
why.
to be in they need to be in a conference.
That's why. It's because the two losses they had, not only with the beginning of the season, but they're ranked teams. They beat USC and Pitt, who were technically ranked. So
Right.
yes, dude, they're gonna
That
still
was
be
a no
there.
contest. That was a no contest with Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, they blew them out. Yeah, I think I don't even think Georgia has too much to worry about. They got Georgia Tech. I guess you never know. That could be
Hey,
a game to end the
hey,
season. Yeah,
Georgia Tech is playing good, bro.
yeah, that might be a tough one for them. Other than that, Ole Miss has a chance to maybe slip in there. I mean, they should win out with Mississippi State there, so I don't think that's going to be an issue.
So,
But
so this has been talking about out there on the rumor wire. You think Chip is going to stay or leave?
I think he's going to leave. But who
Or
knows?
Ole Miss, they gave him an ultimatum. They told him, they said, you need to let us know what you intend on doing.
Well, that's good. It's funny how many teams. I guess it's more of an NFL thing, but when teams just say, "Oh, just take your time. We're not worried if like no, tell me
Did
what
that?
you want to do. Like we need to figure out where we're going."
Yep. You see James Franklin got another job?
I did. He was that was fast too.
Virginia Tech.
What's funny to me is the LSU debacle in my mind. You fire your coach and now you don't want to pay him the money, and now you got to like go to court and everything because they're trying to settle with him. He's like, no, I want my $15 million.
Oh, yeah, I want my $50 million. You owe me that. They're going to, and in the end, they may come up with a little bit less, maybe, possibly, if they go to court.
Yeah, but it's just funny. Like, you think he's just settle with you guys? What else has he got to do now? I would be like, no, I'm good. I'll
Hey,
sit
you know
back and
what?
let my lawyer deal
Yeah,
with this for a few months if I have
I
to.
want, I want all my money. Then there was, but that was just talk, and I found that it wasn't true. They were saying that Notre Dame's coach was going to leave, and that was fake news. I checked it out for myself, and he said no, he is not going anywhere.
Yeah, you never know with these headlines that pop up, man. There's a lot of like BS or just clickbait, and You dive into it, and it's like, ugh. I just read this whole article to realize you're just full of shit. Like,
Yeah.
damn it.
That's what I did. I read. He said, "No,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no,
It's
there's no
like,
truth. Yeah, no truth. He's going
if
anywhere."
this happened, I'm like, I don't want to know if. I thought you meant it was happening, damn it. Yeah, those get me sometimes too, man. I'm like, damn
Right.
these things. Well, yeah, I'm not too worried about your team, but it'll be interesting to see how the playoff picture finishes up, especially after the conference games.
Hey, the Cowboys. The Cowboys look.
Okay, so I was wondering if you were going to mention that just because they had a solid game. Whatever.
Hey, Dak had 4 touchdowns.
Not
Hey,
worried.
Dak had 4 touchdowns, and the big thing, he had no picks.
Let's talk about how not worried I am. Let me pull this. Hold on. Let me pull this right back up because I will tell you how not worried I am.
That Cowboy offense looking
So
pretty good right now.
they got blown out by the Broncos. They lose to the Cardinals. Dude, they lost to the Panthers. Bears, that loss looked worse then than it does now, obviously. They got the Eagles this week. No, they're not going to win that game. I think the Chiefs will bounce back at home and beat the Cowboys in that game.
Right.
Lions, that'll be a good one. We'll see which team shows up.
What are they playing at?
They're in Detroit.
Oh, well. They're not going to beat them.
You know, I guess they could take one of the next 2 games at home. So they got Eagles or Chiefs. They could win one of those 2 possibly at home. But we saw what they did with the Cardinals at home, so I guess home field doesn't matter that much.
So in your opinion,
I think the Chargers will beat them too.
I want your opinion on something. What is wrong? Seriously, and we're talking about this. What is wrong with? What do you think is really wrong with the Cardinals organization for real, bro? I mean, they just look like they're not even competitive, man.
We mentioned this before. It's kind of like the Suns. You just, I think it's like anything. You're gonna have people who are really great at their position, and you're gonna have people that are okay. You're gonna have people that suck. And just because you're an owner and a GM doesn't mean you're gonna be great in those roles.
Right.
And and that's the thing too is relationships matter. If you're aligned with your GM as an owner, great. If you're not, yeah, that can cause problems as well. I don't know, dude. I think they've swung and missed a lot. And when you swing and miss a lot consecutively and consistently, yeah, to your point, then you got to start asking questions like, what is wrong with these guys? Like, what are they thinking? And
Yeah.
I think part of it, though, it goes down to preference. Like, if you have a coach or a GM that has a specific preference around this position or this type of quarterback or this whatever it is, that's what they go after, and they miss. Versus somebody who's maybe a little bit more open-minded and say, well, that's not the type of quarterback I'd prefer, but he's still great, and I can work with him, and we can figure it out. Like, I don't know. It's interesting, dude, because, yeah, they have not played well.
I mean, like I said, we're both football fans, but when you go there, and honestly, I feel sorry for the fans who are actually their fans, because I would say it looks like the effort is not even there, bro.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. They have, in my mind, a okay offense, right? Do you know?
Question mark.
Well, okay, but do you know how many players they drafted on offense? 0.
That's why the offensive line sucks.
So I mean, that's my point. Like, if you're they got a guard in like the 6th round, whatever. But come on. But you know what I mean? Like, if your entire draft for a game plan is to go defense,
right,
and you're giving up, I don't know, I'm going to say an average 25 points a game, and you are losing most of those games, maybe you swung and missed pretty big there. I don't know.
Right.
It's interesting.
But you do know why that maybe you somehow they outgained the Niners, right? You know why, right?
No.
Because the Niners they had short fields.
Oh, well, yeah, I get that. Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden they took advantage.
It's not so much outgaining us as us giving up that many yards. That's my problem. But yeah, if you're up early and you play that soft zone coverage and you just give up all that middle of the field crap, it adds up easily. But
I hope that they went back and looked at the film and saw how. I mean, man,
What's funny is for you and me as a fan, as a spectator, we look at that as like, what the hell are you guys doing? But in reality, that could have been their plan. Like, hey, let's just give up the middle of the field. Let's let them do their thing, take chunks of yards, not worry about it, and hope that they don't score and force them to kick a field goal in the red zone. Who knows? I don't know. But we see teams do that a lot. They just give up these chunk plays in hopes that they'll just stop them when it gets closer to the red zone. Like, because to your point, shorter fields are much easier to defend. So maybe that was part of their strategy. I don't know, but
right?
It's interesting. But yeah, so you asked about the Cardinals. I mean, dude, you don't draft a single offensive player to try to help you, and you've got a midget as a quarterback. I mean, do you really want to draft a bunch of like tall linemen that you can't see over? I mean, come on. Sorry, I think of the memes and some of the funny things I've seen about him, and he's relatively short, right?
Yeah.
And he's not your typical quarterback, but
Right.
he's got an arm, he's got some speed. But 5'10" is pretty darn tiny, right? Like like Drew Brees was tiny, and I think he was like 6'1".
If I was Kyler, I would have took the money from the Oakland A's. You realize he was the number one overall pick, and they gave him a huge signing bonus to play baseball. I don't know what there.
Let me ask you this one. So you played baseball, you love football. If you were in that position, and not necessarily his exact position, but if you have an option of going NFL or Major League Baseball,
Yeah.
which one would you choose?
Major League. And the reason why, because your body is not taking all that punishment.
That's a long season, dude. That's a lot
It
of
is,
travel.
but
That's a lot of punishment.
but check this out. I was a pitcher, so if you're a pitcher,
Well,
you only pitch every 5 days.
you got to play a lot of golf. So yeah, you're right. If I was a pitcher, I would absolutely go Major League Baseball versus
That's what I'm saying.
quarterback.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I was a pitcher. I only pitched every 5 days, bro.
yeah, and you would get paid
You still get paid.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
You get a lot of time off, and yeah, it's not as much pressure as an NFL starting quarterback for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe that's what he wanted. Maybe he wanted the bigger spotlight. I don't know.
you know one thing I was pitching the game, and a coach told me, he goes, he said, I want you to throw some strikes. He said, I can bring somebody off the street to throw balls. He said, so unless you want to come over and join me on the bench, he said, start getting the ball over the damn plate.
That's funny. It's really funny. So I was watching some kind of red carpet event. They had a bunch of Major League Baseball players there, like all-stars and stuff like that. And they were asking him, like, hey, if we gave like the average person 100 pitches from an NFL or Major League Baseball pitcher, how many hits could they get? And I'm sitting here thinking, like, none, not a chance. Are you kidding me? A regular person? Only one of the guys clarified, like, are you talking about they played in high school or what? He's like, yeah, let's say they played in high school. They played baseball. And he's like, no. But one of the guys, I think Ronald Acuna Jr. said 6. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? But a couple of guys said maybe 1 or 2. A lot of them said 0. I'm like, not a chance. There is no way even a high school kid who doesn't make it to college is hitting off of a Major League Baseball pitcher. That's just nuts to me. That was crazy.
They may look up and get a foul tip.
No, they said an actual hit. Well, then they asked further. They said, well, you mean like the defenders are out there as well? They're like, yeah, well, there's definitely no chance of that. But,
right.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, for Kyler to be the number 1 overall pick.
He had to be good. He was the number 1 overall pick in baseball, the draft.
No, but I mean, yeah, and he was picked number 1 for the NFL. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's tough. At 5'10", 207, for you to take him as your franchise quarterback, number 1 overall pick.
He'd have been good for baseball.
That's still a stretch. Oh, great in baseball. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a stretch. I think most Cardinal fans thought it was a stretch, and he's had his highs and his lows. He has definitely not panned out to be worth the number 1 overall pick. But
right, I don't think. I really don't think he's going. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to be there next year. I mean, they're going to owe him a boatload of money.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny about the whole Brown situation is, I mean, yeah, you got 2 rookies that are the headlines right now, but at the end of the day, you got to get rid of Watson. Like, oh my gosh, This dude In his injuries and his nonsense off the field stuff, and that salary is just killing them.
He is home, just raking it in.
You know how happy the Texans are? I mean, like that was like the best decision ever. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy.
But I'm still trying to figure out what possessed them to sign him to that contract that they gave him. Well, I forgot. It was the Browns.
There you go. All right, let's jump into the NBA. So first thing I have to ask you is, did you get to see the video with Wemby and when they were playing the Warriors? Did you get to watch that at all?
Oh, the other night?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So I know he's tall and he's like what 7'4". He's some absurd height.
Yeah.
But seeing him against Draymond Green, I was like, oh my God. I mean, posts him up. He's got a foot on him. And he just basically spins around and throws it down on him in his face. And just, but I'm just like.
Feels like the Warriors have not been in great defensive rebound position as Draymond's starting to get in it with Victor. And the mind games begin.
Former Defensive Player of the Year, 9-time All-NBA defensive. It's into Wembanyama with the jackhammer. Rocks the rim, fouled on the play. Words after it.
Yeah, but he's got the wingspan of a 747, dude.
But seeing them go at each other in the post, I mean, Draymond's not huge. He's what 6'6", but I'm like, oh my.
But he's still
Lord.
Draymond's still gonna challenge you, bro. But did you also hear about what you speaking of that? Did you hear what Draymond did?
No, what did he do?
He got into a I guess near altercation with a fan.
I think I did see that. Yeah, he was jawing off at him. He was courtside, and I didn't see what he said or anything like that.
He said that the fan kept calling him a woman. He said it was funny at first, but he kept calling him that.
That's an odd insult, I have to say.
Nah, that's crazy, man.
So, okay. So again, I hate to always circle back to the era we grew up in, but good Lord, man, can these guys grow some skin? Like, come on already. So it's so funny because I was watching Gilbert Arenas talk about him being on the USA team, right? And he's like, dude, we're sitting there, and this is like a top 75, whatever they did. Huge event for the top 75 players ever.
Yeah.
And he's like, Jordan and Magic came in. Within seconds, they're jawing off at each other, talking smack, and they were dead serious. And he's like, these guys are just relentless, and they mean it. They're ready to lace it up right now and take it to the court and show who's... I mean, dude, just the stuff that they dealt with, the smack talk that Bird and Peyton and these guys did back in the day. Come on.
You know who they said was the biggest trash talker?
Oh, John Stockton?
No.
Oh, because I heard some stuff about John Stockton.
No. Larry Bird.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he was.
He was the biggest trash talker in the league.
Oh yeah. Somebody else was talking about him where, God, I wish I could remember the whole story, but it was just a funny Bird story. Who he just basically said like, he just threw it down on him from like top of the key or something. He's like, "This is what you're gonna bring today? This is what you're really gonna bring? Like, you better bring more than this."
Right.
Yeah. They were relentless back in the day, man.
It was a story about Jordan too. Somebody was talking trash about Jordan because he had already scored like some points on Jordan. And he's talking trash on him. I think it was J.R. Ryder. Remember him?
God, yes.
So he was talking trash about Jordan, and he was talking to KD. I mean KG, Kevin Garnett. And so Kevin Garnett said Michael came over. He was talking and said, "Look," he said, "y'all better get that rookie." He said, "Because I'm telling you," he said, "I promise you, he will not score another basket the rest of this game."
Shut him down.
Michael came out the second half. And dropped 40 in the second half.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny because man, he had this switch that was not even intentionally turned on by other players. Like, they didn't
Right.
always instigate it. They sometimes accidentally pissed him off.
Yep.
Like, in fact, there's stories where somebody wrote about another player, and he was so pissed about a reporter saying something about this other player being able to do something against him that he took it out on the player to prove him wrong. Like, yeah, just nonstop stuff like that, dude.
But you know who called this up the George stopper?
Who?
Byron Russell, to play for Utah.
Oh, yeah, he still thinks that, too, I'm sure.
He couldn't stop Jordan from drinking a glass of water.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, just think about it. Like you said, Jordan, like I said, I saw Mike play in person. So I'm saying he had that switch, bro. I mean, he come out, subpar game, and all of a sudden you look up in the fourth quarter, he's got 37. And didn't even make it look so easy. Because I remember the most heartbreaking thing that Cleveland had, playoff game, unfair advantage, Michael Jordan against Craig Elo.
Oh, yeah. That's not even, yeah.
So Mike come down, game winner. Mike takes the jumper up. Michael is still going up. Elo is coming back down to the ground. Michael is still flying and jumps up and hits that jumper and just killed the city of Cleveland.
Well, I mean, that's what Cleveland's used to, right? Is getting beat by somebody. I mean, unfortunately.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Hey, let's talk about the Lakers because,
Hey, they're playing good.
Luka, without LeBron,
him and
phenomenal.
Yeah, him and what they call him, AR-15,
leading scorer of the league and fourth in assists. So how's that going to change now?
Well, I'm gonna tell you last night. I'm gonna tell you this. So LeBron made his season debut last night.
Yeah,
and they actually meshed together. I mean, LeBron assists. I think he had like 12, 13 assists last night. Timely. No, you want to talk about somebody? You talk about this guy. So remember the Suns had DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Portland.
Yeah.
Over there, he's averaging a double-double for the season in LA.
That's hysterical.
Hey, it's all about who he's playing with. He's playing with LeBron. He's scoring like last night. I think he had 20, 22 and 10 or 12. And that's what LeBron said. LeBron said we needed somebody that's going to be a force in the middle. And if he can stay healthy and keep it going, they have somebody.
Yeah, no, that's impressive, man. Like, he was really disappointing in Phoenix. Like, he should have done more than he did.
Well, they said him and Booker was always at each other.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, dude, 20 points in 30 minutes, 10 for 13 from the field. That's impressive.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, he's been doing good, bro. He's been doing really good for them, and I hope he keeps it up. You know who's been so far? They're winning, but they don't look the same at all.
Who's that?
Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean, what they've lost 6.
They're 10-6.
Yeah, they're not looking great. It's still early in the season.
Oh yeah.
You got the Hawks and Heat behind you right now. Nothing too scary there. It's the 3 teams above them that are more concerning, obviously.
Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, dude, Detroit's solid, man. I mean, they're on an 11-game winning streak.
Even though Cleveland beat Detroit when they played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But Detroit, they're rolling, and but granted, they still don't have back a couple players with the NBA, but the players don't care about that. They don't have Garland came back, but he's been in and out, with that foot. Max Strus, he's been out because his ankle. He hasn't played yet this season. That's another player of theirs. So they're not as full strength as they were. Remember last year they were relatively healthy all season.
Oh yeah.
And so this year they feeling it.
Well, I still think Oklahoma City Thunder, dude. They've lost 1 game. They have the biggest differential in the league, like astronomically high. It's 15 points a game. They're going to be tough to beat, man.
Well, of course,
I know, everybody talked about last year's the youth. Well, that's a good thing at this point.
They are a year older now.
They're a year older. They got, some extra weight on their hands. They've got some
yeah.
extra jewelry.
Dude, did you see their rings?
Oh my God.
No, did you see how they open up?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So there was this MLB player. He somehow got 3 World Series rings within like 5 years because he got traded twice or something crazy. And he was showing off all his rings. Dude, they do some fancy ass stuff with those rings and just
They do.
ridiculously cool. Yeah, wild.
But I think
insane jewelry.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think Thunder's just gonna be a beast. But dude, Lakers, you got Jokic with the Nuggets. They're always gonna be trouble to deal with. Man, those Spurs though, I really want to see those Spurs continue to play well. They're fun to watch.
Wemby, he's out for 2 to 4 weeks.
God, did he get hurt again?
Ankle.
God, man.
Yep,
See, that's I didn't hear that one, unfortunately.
Yep.
And that's the thing, dude. Especially that size. Actually, not just that size, but he plays like a guard, so he's doing a lot more than most people his size are typically doing. So he's probably going to roll more ankles,
Right.
cause some more trouble with the knees and those things. But
I mean, since you say point guard, I watched this guy bring the ball down the court.
oh, dude,
Put the ball behind his back, between his legs. I'm like,
yes.
dude, you're too big to be crossing somebody over.
And he only takes 2 steps. He's already at the rim. It's insane. No, he is something to watch, man.
Remember when he first came in the league, everybody was talking, oh, he's too skinny. He'll never make it in the NBA. Well,
I mean, at that size with that wingspan, though, I mean, look at Manute Bol. I mean, he still did a lot, and he never got bigger.
did you hear about him, man?
Him or his son? Him?
No, Manute Bol.
No.
They said he was actually older than what he was.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
I think he was like 10 to 15 years older.
yeah, it's funny because I was pretty sure they were making that joke when they did that Adam Sandler movie. Did you watch that one? With he's a basketball scout. And
Oh, yeah. I saw that one.
he goes to this kid. He's like, "How old are you?" "I'm 22." He's like, "22?" This kid comes up. He's like, "Who's this?" "That's my son." "I'm sorry, what? How old is he?" 14. It's like 2 grown men, basically. You're like, what is going on here? He's like, oh, okay, so you have a birth certificate? "It burned in fire." It's just like, yeah, no, dude, not happening.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I think they said he was 10 years older than he actually really was.
That's wild. Well, the last thing I wanted to bring up was I just wanted to play this clip because it's interesting with the whole sports betting thing and all the craziness that's going on. You know, we talked about the baseball side of things with pitchers, and I'm like, well, yeah, if you're like a closer, I get it that you could, influence a game. Dude, I didn't even think about prop betting in baseball. I just never even thought of that, and that's where they got in trouble because they were actually betting on specific pitches thrown, which I think the NFL is putting in a plan to eliminate prop betting. But that blew my mind. I had no idea. I thought it was just the outcome of the game, not this pitcher's going to throw a curveball at some point in the game. Just insane. But this one's really good. This is our boy Bob Costas, friend of the show and all. So I want to play this for our audience. But this just kind of breaks it down too, of a little bit of the history of it and kind of what's going on.
Blown away by the story on a number of levels, but we look at what was happening. So they were allegedly, these 2 players, texting from the dugout during games, agreeing to throw specific pitches, right, that would help bettors. I think it would win as much as $27,000 on a pitch, even trying to mask a wire transfer payment as if it was for a horse.
Some of the particulars get complicated, but the essence of this is prop bets, whether it's in the NBA, the NFL, or MLB, because it's so much easier to do. You don't have to throw the game. These guys could easily rationalize, okay, I'm going to throw ball 1, and the guys I'm in cahoots with, whether I'm profiting, and maybe they were, or I'm just trying to help out a friend in an ill-considered way, I'll throw ball 1. I'll come back and get the guy out. It's not going to have any effect on the game. I'm not throwing the game. Prop bets are really where the danger lies. Jonte Porter, a year or so ago in the NBA, on the Toronto Raptors, not a star player, so maybe the over-under on how many points he would score in a game was, let's say, 7 or 8. He comes in the game, he feigns an injury, comes out with 3 or 4 points or gets in foul trouble, doesn't really affect the game that much, flies under the radar. The only way that people catch on is if there's an unusual amount of action on that particular outcome or that particular player, and somehow they're able to flag it. But now it isn't just Vegas. There's so many BetMGM and whatever it may be. There's like dozens of them, it would seem. So it's harder to keep track of what's happening.
Is this a bigger scandal then than Pete Rose? I mean, that was a headline in New York Magazine, right? The biggest thing since Pete Rose. But is it becoming bigger across the sports world at this point?
It can become bigger because it's everywhere. You can't avoid it. And the leagues are in league with gambling operations. For years they said it'd be the undoing of sports. The integrity of our sport is the most important thing. And then when it became legalized, and most of the states went ahead and legalized it, then the commissioners of all the sports did a 180 and said, wait a minute, this is a pot of gold and we can't ignore it. But it should be said that the rules remain the same. The rules in baseball that these guys violated were exactly the same as the rules that have been in place since the Black Sox scandal of 1919. The rules that got Pete Rose banned. Now, Rose was banned because, although he says, and there's no definitive proof that we're aware of, that he ever bet against the Reds, he did bet on games in which the Reds were playing. And the spelled out penalty for that is lifetime banishment. If you bet on a game in any way that you're not involved in, then a year's suspension is the penalty.
So, yeah, interesting. I love his comparison because that's why Pete Rose got banned for life. Same thing that they did. And here's what blows my mind. I mean, Pete Rose was different. He's making the bets, so he's trying to. Maybe he had a thing for betting. People like gambling. I get that idea of it. But these guys, you're gonna get paid out what, 25, maybe $100,000.
Right.
You're making millions of dollars, and you're willing to throw that away for some stupid chump change. In my mind, it's crazy, dude.
Well, that's what I read about Clase and the other guy for the
That's what they were talking about.
Yeah, they made $400,000. All they got. So, what I'm trying to figure out is this: who taught them how to do math? You're making, let me see, I'm making millions, but I'm going to risk my career over $400,000.
Well, and just common sense, because the way Bob positioned too is like, well, maybe he's helping out a friend. Okay, so let me think. Give my friend $50,000, or do something that could get me banned from my career for life.
Yep, and go to jail.
Well, that was with the wire fraud thing, right? That's the other problem. But
no. They're talking about they're going to go to jail too. Both of them guys.
Well, again, we'll see what happens. But dude, it's weird, man. Like, what are these guys thinking? It's just, I don't get it. I mean, maybe it comes from a place of, untouchable, like, feelings of like, they're not going to worry about me. I'm this person. I don't know. Maybe it's arrogance. Dude, I don't get it. It's really weird to me. We'll see what transpires. I thought he broke it down really clearly there.
He did.
And it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But prop bets, man, prop bets, crazy.
But they pleaded. They both of them pled not guilty.
Well, you always plead not guilty. That's what you have to do.
I'm thinking like this: you're going to do this, and you get caught. What you going to say? And then you can say. We got you. We've been watching you. We got evidence. What are you going to do now? But say it wasn't me.
Well, because you still have to have a jury of your peers agree with the prosecutors. And here's a funny thing. Not funny, but we've seen it in even high-profile cases. Prosecutors screw up.
Right.
And unfortunately, it goes by what the jury can account, right? Like, hey, if it's part of the thing and they can prove guilt, great. If not, burden of proof definitely falls on them. So,
but think of it as, you always hear that jury of your peers. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
hey, I don't know none of these people.
that depends on where you're living at that time,
Exactly.
where the crime is at for
Right.
sure. Because yeah, that's a tough
You'd
one
be like,
sometimes.
you'd be like, I ain't never seen this guy day in my life. It's my peer. Hey, so I have something that I wanted to kick out there.
Okay,
I mean, we can say it now. We can talk about it when we get done.
no, go ahead.
So I think that what we should do is maybe we should scan around and see who has the most humiliating plays and maybe have them like worse than bloopers. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Worse, I mean, terrible plays. You was like, what were you thinking?
NFL wise or what sport?
All sports.
Oh,
Pick
you
up
want,
at,
you want to do a blooper reel and just
yes. I mean, maybe we can try to do something like that. Maybe a couple of every episode, and maybe at the end, have something that they can come back do, like people come back and vote on, or have them vote what they think is the worst.
Well, yeah. Well, or to your point, we could just say, hey, here are the bonehead plays of the week.
Yeah,
and
well,
just kind of play those.
We can say, hey, we can put it like, we could call it, what were you thinking?
Come on, man.
Now, can't use that one.
I know.
Yeah, but I was like, what were you put out? What were you thinking?
Oh man, we could just call it the Kyler Murray.
Oh no, bro.
The don't be a Murray,
bro. You want them calling us, don't you?
Hey, what did they say back in the day? All publicity is good publicity. That's all I'm saying.
Not they got us on TV.
Hey, watch our views go up. Watch our views. Watch our subscriptions skyrocket.
I'm gonna find out what these guys are talking about.
Right?
They're gonna be off the air next week, but I mean, but no, I mean, it's
We'll talk through it. See what we can put together.
It's still fun. I mean, I still like doing this, man. I really do.
Hey, so we got Monday Night Football this week. Super excited for that. Carolina's been playing pretty well. I just love a chance where we can be on Monday Night Football. I know I get to watch it. I know it's going to be live. Hold on. But yeah, so super excited for Monday Night Football. Let's go Niners. Let's watch our secondary play a little bit better. Get some pressure on Bryce Young. Let's see what we can do.
If you don't, they lose again.
Oh man, we'll see.
You know what's funny is, so my parlays, every time I pick Carolina, they've lost.
See, that's why I don't do parlay. That's why I don't bet really, dude. Buffalo's a perfect example.
Right. Like
if I had like a 16 parlay and it came down to Buffalo and Miami, I'd think I'm locked up. I'm winning this thing. That's
what killed us when they lost to Miami.
You had that?
Yeah.
See?
Perfect example. That was for real. That was the only game we lost.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and if they would have won, I would have won a pretty good chunk of change.
I bet, dude, and that's why. Yeah. That's why those.
Because I was looking at this thing, I'm like, no. I'm like, no way. I was like, no. I said, Miami. I was like, oh my God, you guys been asleep all season.
What's really funny is you probably had a decent option to like close it out early, and you're like, no, it's Miami. I'm gonna let this thing roll.
I did. Oh, let's do a cash out. Well, yeah. Babe.
No, we got this.
Hey, it's like we'll get this much more if we wait.
Yeah.
And thanks to Josh Allen.
Anyways, yeah. So be careful with those parlays, man. You gotta go with the no brainers. There's no such thing.
Hey, so I asked you, and so I did send you a message. So my buddy is coaching. They got the high school playoffs here. So he's coaching this Saturday, his team, and I think I sent you a message to ask if you were busy Saturday night. Anyway, the game starts at 6. That's the second round of the playoffs. He goes, this is gonna be this should be a tough one.
Which high school?
He's the Valley Christian.
Okay, is it like D3 or D4? Not division, but how do they do it now? Like 5A, 4A, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he's the coordinator, offensive coordinator.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
where they playing at?
Mesa High School.
Okay.
So he told me if we wanted to come, he said, I'll put you on my list. Well, I'm on the list.
Okay.
So that's why I asked you if what you were doing Saturday, I could get you on the list.
Yeah, I'll check. I'll let you know. What
The
time you say it starts?
Game starts at 6.
6. It's gonna be a cold night, cold game.
Yeah. If it's raining, I'm not. If it's raining, then they won't see me. But
Yeah.
I figured you might want to maybe ask your wife if she wants to come with you because mine's going.
Yeah. I'll see what we're doing, man. I'll let you know.
But so I'll say a little plug this right here real quick. I want to give a shout out to Posted Junior High School. I went there yesterday to talk to the kids. Had a great time. The kids were great. The everybody there, the principal, from the principal to the rest of the faculty, they treated me fantastic, and I got a chance to actually, put the plug talking about our podcast, and the kids are very receptive. They loved it. I mean, they loved the whole thing, and I mean, who knows? Maybe we could do something at another school somewhere. If anybody's listening, you know, willing to come and see you guys. And Devin said they had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with those kids, a lot. So I want to say a special thank you to Poston and the principal, and especially Miss Lori. Lori is the PE instructor there, and she's the one that put the whole, kind of like got it all together. So I just want to say a big thank you to you guys, and I really appreciate it.
That's awesome, man. I love to hear that. Out of curiosity, did you tell them about your, striking out for the chance to win the game?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
knew you were going to do that.
I did. Hey, you gotta give it to them, man.
You gotta give them those examples.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing was good. Like I said, everything was fantastic. So maybe, sir, if we get invited to another one, you go with me. It'd be Vic and Dustin instead of Vic and
Vic,
the Ghost.
Vic and Vic and Vic.
But that's it. It was very fun. But you would have liked it. You really would have. Like
Yeah,
they had me. I was having little jokes in there.
Yeah, as long as it's on my daughter's school, she'd freak out.
What school? Yeah.
I won't say it.
Yeah. But yeah, bro. It's thing of what was crazy because I had to put one little joke in there. They introduced me one of the sessions, and they clapped, and I walked up and I said, "Hey," I said, "Thank you guys for coming. I'll see y'all later," and I walked out the door.
Nice.
Yeah, but it was funny.
I was gonna say, if it was like an elementary school, I was gonna ask if they asked you to pick them up.
No.
You're so big.
Yeah. It was, like I said, it was very fun, man. Like I would love, maybe like I said, if we get a chance to do it again sometime.
Nice. Cool. Yeah. Well, let me know. All right, man. We're rocking and rolling. We should have a guest hopefully next time. Soon. Definitely soon.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, schedules, man. Schedules are tough sometimes, but we'll get them on here for sure. And it'll be fun. It'll be a fun one. So
Right.
Until next time, Shots from the Foul Line podcast. Vic and Dustin.
Thanks for listening. Keep listening. Hit the always when you listen, comment, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate that.
For sure. Take care, everybody.